So I'm a little bit late to this one because I honestly debated whether I wanted to cover it or not, because I feel like all we keep doing is talking about rumors and rumors and rumors. Hey, the Nintendo Switch 2, the Nintendo Switch 2. Hey, did you guys hear about this? It just keeps getting a little bit more kind of crazy. All these different discussions, all these different rumors, all these different, so on and so forth. But I decided, you know what, let's talk about it. Why? Because I think it's something that holds maybe some weight to it. And I think there's some good things to kind of pick apart. So if you do enjoy this one, be sure to leave it a like. It really helps the channel. It'd be super, very appreciated. That was really weird grammar. If you don't like it, let me know why so I can improve the content in the future. And be sure to subscribe for more Nintendo content here on the channel. We're going, okay? We're going up and up and up, slowly but surely. Listen, this is coming from Nate the Hate on the Game and Talk podcast. Now, Nate's had some, he's had some insider insider sources for a variety of different things throughout the past and stuff. So he, can be a very reliable source. At the same time, the question is, are his sources reliable? I think is the big question, which, he did say in the podcast that, what he's been hearing, from, I guess, different people and whatnot, within, these sources, whoever they are. And so again, like any rumor, you got to take it with a grain of salt, but it is interesting because it kind of sets up a potential timeline for how this could kind of, play out. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But first, what he said, I can't show you guys a quote or anything because it's from the podcast. I will link it down in the description below if you guys want to go hear it. But basically he said that what he's been hearing since, I guess, Gamescom of last year is that Nintendo was set to reveal, or at least announce, maybe not reveal, but announce the next Nintendo console in March, which is next month. Now, everybody at this point is going to be like, whoa, we're going to actually see this thing? No, not necessarily. Here's what you got to remember. Back when the Switch came out, I think it was like March of 2016, they initially announced, the next Nintendo console, which was going to be the Nintendo Switch. It wasn't until October of that year, which was several months later, where they finally revealed it with a trailer and said, hey, this is the release date, and it was coming out March 2017. So from announcement to release, there was an entire year between it. So it is possible that they take that route again, right? In March of this year, 2024, they announce it, maybe they reveal it later on this year, and then they don't release it until, 2025, early 2025, March, right? I think that's possible. I think everybody's been always on the same page that we, most of the people that, are analyzing the situation have been, kind of in the industry to some point or not, have said, we think 2024 is the most probable thing that's going to happen, right? We're going to get the console in 2024, but it is possible that Nintendo, seeing the success of the Nintendo Switch and wanting to milk as much of it as possible, right? Why wouldn't they? Might push it off to 2025, which early 2025, it's still technically close to 2024. So, but that's one scenario. Let's call it scenario A. Scenario B would be, let's say they reveal this thing in March, right? And then later on in the year, maybe, I don't know, it could be like June or something, right? June, they have an official reveal, right? That is very possible. Like back in the day, they used to have E3 reveals, right? I think this is actually something that Nate mentioned in the podcast, if I recall correctly. They have these reveals, right? So again, announcement, let's say in March, reveal maybe sometime in June, and then in August, right? I believe it's August, Gamescom, usually. So Gamescom, we get, public hands-on, right? People can actually, see this thing before it releases. People can get a hands-on. That gets kind of, a lot of publicity, a lot of saturation from a media standpoint. There's going to be a lot of gaming media outlets are going to be, covering this thing, in person at Gamescom or whatever. They might even, some of these outlets might even get a little bit of an early sneak peek, right? Maybe they're going to be, getting hands-on early and be able to, when the reveal comes out, have some of these videos ready to go. Maybe, I don't know. That said, so let's say that happens, right? And then we're set for maybe like an October or November release, right? For Christmas, holidays, right? So that could be a possible timeline. That could have a little bit of wiggle room, obviously, right? Let's say we have an announcement in March, and then the reveal could be anytime. It could be as late as August. If it doesn't come out until November, it could be as late as August that they reveal this thing. Or again, this thing could come out maybe as early as September, right? There's September and November November seem to be the two, like if you're going to be releasing for the Christmas holiday season, November and September seem to be the months, right? It's like usually one or the other. Sometimes October, sometimes. But I don't know why. It's just a lot of times it's either really early in the fall, right, September, or really late in the fall, closer to winter in November. It's possible that it comes out in October as well, but you know, that 3-month kind of window, right? It gives you that kind of window. So that is possible. So there's two scenarios here. Like I said, if this is to be believed, if this is to be accurate, then, you know, we're going to be getting some kind of announcement in March. Doesn't mean we're going to see this thing, doesn't mean we're going to hear much about it. It could just be like, hey, the next Nintendo console is set for reveal. We're going to be revealing it later on this year. Stay tuned for more. It could literally just be that. Just an announcement that gives us no information whatsoever. And then, like I said, this thing could either be dragged out until next year, a whole entire year until release, or it could very well have a timeline that it releases late 2024, which I think most people are leaning towards that side over it being a 2025 release. I think most people really strongly believe this thing's coming out this year. There's other kind of rumors that have been circulating around, you know, like the 10 million units thing and whatnot that for launch, that, you know, a bunch of different things that kind of point towards, you know, an imminent release, right? Not next year kind of release. So I don't know, keep that in mind. I could talk more about this obviously, but I'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think is the most probable timeline? Obviously, all of us want it to come out sooner than later. Most of us would say, hey, just drop it next month, you know, give it to us now. No, we don't, but it's not going to happen. But realistically speaking, what do you think the most probable timeline is going to be? And again, what do you hope to see from this thing? If you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe for more. Whenever something gets revealed or announced, I'll let you guys know first here on the channel. So keep it locked, and until the next one, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.